Hi everyone, it's Roger here from what's on disneyplus.com. It's Star Wars Celebration Day 2, so it's Saturday here. Hope you're all having a fantastic Easter. So I'm going to go through some of the major news from today. So the big one really was Ahsoka. We had a special panel this morning. Got to see some of the stars, some of the creative force behind the series, including Jon Favreau. You also had Dave Filoni, plus Rosario Dawson. We also had the actresses as well that are going to be playing Sabine and Hera, that you might know from the Rebels series. We also had some of the villains as well. So this was fantastic. We had a full hour, so they kind of were able to kind of get into it. They were all kind of really dodging about the they were trying not to reveal stuff, so they were just mainly talking about choreography, how excited they were, obviously bringing Rebels in. Dave Filoni spoke a lot about his love for Rebels and kind of getting into live action stuff. It was a lot more relaxed because they had a little bit more time, so that was really nice. We got to see obviously the trailer got released during the Lucasfilm panel, but they actually released a special extended version for us in attendance. There was a few extra little bits in there. For example, at the end of it, there was just a small scene with one of those big whales, which was sort of briefly shown off in The Mandalorian recently. So that just made everyone cheer. But what the thing really got everyone was we actually got to see Grand Admiral Thrawn. So this was fantastic. The crowd went crazy for him. And then they actually brought out the actor who is Lars Mikkelsen, who is actually the brother of Miles, who actually was in the Rogue One movie and also in the upcoming Indiana Jones one. I didn't realize this till afterwards. I'll be honest, I didn't know who it was at first. I was wondering if it was going to be David Tennant, but that's not really the case because he's actually providing the voice of the android that he played in the actual series. So he's returning for that one. He actually recorded all of his voice work before the series was even filmed. So actually when they had the robot there doing the lines, Rosario was able to respond to those lines because they'd already filmed them. So that was pretty cool. The response for that was epic. Everyone wanted to see it again, so they all started chanting, one more time. And Jon Favreau was like, "Have we got time yet?" So they ended up showing it again. So that was a fantastic way of it. They all ran around to the table out to be able to watch it, and they were cheering and like hugging each other. Because I think obviously being in the room, having the excitement of there, and just having it, there was happening a lot actually during the showcase panel yesterday. The actors were like really being able to see it for the first time with everyone and really enjoying it. So that was fantastic to see. So that was the main news. Also, we had the Return of the Jedi, the 40th anniversary panel. So there we had Anthony Daniels, who plays C-3PO. You had Warwick Davis, who plays one of the Ewoks. Obviously, we know him more recently for Willow. You also had the Ian, I can't remember his name, who plays Palpatine. And you also had Billy D. Williams, who plays Lando Calrissian. Now, I'm going to be honest, if this one was able to be streamed, you could watch it live on the YouTube channel, so that's great that everyone can watch it. It was a little bit hard watching Billy because he's 86 and he was really struggling in very short answers. He was rambling a little bit at one point about his autobiography. I seemed a bit confused, and so it was not a comfort. And a lot of people, as we were leaving, and Ming, who plays one of the Kindred, I can't remember her name, Shard, in the Book of Boba Fett, she was kind of moderating. So she was really trying to kind of cover for it, but it was a little bit difficult. There was also 3 other people that currently work at Lucasfilm doing new series and stuff. I don't know why they were there because it seemed a little bit like for 20 minutes having 3 people that were like kids when the movie came out, about how it influenced them was interesting. It was like, why not get somebody that was actually working on the film or just have more time with the actors? Kind of seemed a little bit odd to have that there happen. There was some really great footage of them showing us of them like recreating the speeder before they actually filmed it originally. They were kind of doing it with like Ken and Barbie and Boba Fett figures and stuff. So that was kind of fun to watch, but that's my only issues with that one. Ming also revealed that Star Wars Return of the Jedi is going to be hitting cinemas again at the end of the month on the 28th of April through to May the 4th in the US to May the 1st here in the UK. It's going to be coming to other places. A new poster was revealed. We all got to get the poster. It's actually behind the Mandalorian one behind me because I got one of the little cases to kind of keep it safe because I didn't want to bend it. So it's a really cool poster. But I also got the Mandalorian one yesterday at the panel. So yeah, it's just really cool. I was really hoping for the Ahsoka one because that would have been nice as well. But yeah, so that was the main news out of that panel. There was also, I went to a Creature Cantina one, which is kind of interesting, and they showed off like how they like do all the creatures and stuff, and they kind of got somebody up that one of the creators had met, and it was kind of very loose. You know, there was questions and answers. There was not a lot of people there. It was probably only about half full. It was probably I've never not seen that for the other celebration panel. So personally, I think they made the mistake in putting that one there, and they should have put the Clone Wars 15th anniversary one, because a lot of people were excited about that one. And during the 15th panel for the Clone Wars, it was revealed by Dave Filoni that Tales of the Jedi is going to be returning for a second season. No word yet on when that's happening, but that was a nice little Disney Plus announcement that kind of came out of nowhere. Was not expecting that one. So that was the kind of the main news really out of it. Generally on a whole, today seemed a lot smoother than yesterday. I don't know if it's just because I knew where I was going, but also they changed things around a bit of how we got in there in the morning, seemed a little bit easier. They put in more barriers. There was a lot more checks going on to make sure where you were going, where you were supposed to be going, because there was a lot of people getting in that shouldn't have been getting in yesterday if they didn't have the lottery and stuff. So yeah, there was a lot. They were controlling the cosplayers a little bit more, because yesterday they kind of were corrugating where when the panels would come out, there'd be just mass clash of people, and it was causing a little bit of a problem. It didn't feel quite as manic. I don't know if it's going to be a little bit quieter on Sunday, because while there's some cool panels, including an Obi-Wan Kenobi one in the afternoon, it is Easter Sunday. Like here in the UK, that's quite a big day. People spend with their families, so that might reflect on it. And then on Monday, we've got a Visions panel and also a Bad Batch panel. So that's going to be a lot of fun anyway. But there we go. That's highlights of today. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsonatdisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. And may the Force be with you.